Imagine this scenario for a second. You're sitting on the subway, noise-canceling headphones on, staring blankly at an advertisement for a vacation resort. You don't say a word. You don't type anything into your phone. You just think fleetingly, God, I need a break. And suddenly, the song changes to a tropical playlist, and your phone pings with a discount for a flight to Bali.
That sounds like magic, or a really, really good coincidence.
It does, doesn't it? But we're rapidly approaching a point where coincidence is just code for data processing. We need to talk about this new wave of mind-reading headphones hitting the market. And I don't mean mind-reading in a sci-fi telepathic sense. I mean actual hardware sitting over your ears, reading your brainwaves.
Right? It's the ultimate convergence of wearables and neuroscience. We've had Fitbits for our steps and Aura rings for our sleep. Now, we have EEG sensors, electroencephalogram sensors, embedded right into the ear cups of high-end audio gear. They aren't reading your specific thoughts like, I want a cheeseburger, but they are reading your focus, your stress levels, and your emotional engagement.
See, that distinction is where I get hung up. You say they aren't reading thoughts, but if a device knows I'm stressed, distracted, or hyper-focused, isn't that a window into my mind? It feels like the last sanctuary we had, the inside of our own skulls, is being cracked open.
It is a window, absolutely. But let's play devil's advocate for a moment. The pitch for this technology is actually incredibly compelling, especially for productivity. Imagine headphones that automatically mute your notifications because they detect you've entered a flow state. Or a music app that detects your anxiety spiking and automatically shifts the frequency of the music to calm you down. It's the quantified self taken to the absolute extreme.
Okay, I'll give you the productivity angle. A do not disturb mode that actually knows when not to disturb me sounds great. But let's look at the cost. We aren't just talking about helping me work better. We're talking about corporate access to biological data. If my headphones know I'm losing focus at 2 p.m. every day, does my employer get that report?
That is the billion-dollar question. And historically, the answer usually leans toward yes, or at least eventually. Think about it. Companies are already obsessed with productivity tracking. Mouse jiggers, keystroke loggers. Now imagine a dashboard where a manager can see the cognitive load of their entire team in real time. They could theoretically see who is burnt out, or worse, who is mentally checking out of the job entirely.
That's terrifying. It's like a dystopian performance review. Hey, we noticed your beta waves dropped significantly during the quarterly meeting. Were you bored?
Exactly. It creates a scenario where you can't even fake engagement anymore. You know how we all nod along in meetings while thinking about dinner? That social mask is gone. The data betrays you, and it goes deeper than work. Think about advertising.
Oh, I don't even want to go there, but we have to.
We have to. Right now, advertisers guess what you want based on your clicks, but with neural feedback, they don't have to guess. They can measure your biological reaction to an ad. Did your dopamine spike when you saw that car? Did you feel a twinge of fear during that insurance commercial? They can A/B test content against your actual subconscious nervous system.
It turns us into lab rats. It's bypassing our conscious decision-making. Usually, I can look at an ad and say, that's stupid, I'm not buying it. But if they are targeting my subconscious arousal or stress response, that feels predatory.
It is predatory. It's the commodification of intimacy. There is nothing more intimate than the electrical signals firing in your brain. And the scary part is, we might walk into this trap willingly.
Because of the convenience?
Because of the convenience and the cool factor. We gave up our location data for Google Maps. We gave up our voice data for Siri and Alexa. We traded privacy for utility every single time. If these headphones promise to make us smarter, faster, and more relaxed, history suggests we'll sign the terms of service without reading a single word.
That's the heavy part, the terms of service for your brain. It makes me wonder about the legal side of this. Is there any regulation stopping a company from selling my neural profile to a health insurance company? Oh, we see you have a predisposition for high stress, so your premiums just went up.
Currently, it's the Wild West. Most privacy laws protect personally identifiable information like names or social security numbers. Biometric data is a gray area, and neural data is practically invisible in the law books. We are building the technology faster than we are building the ethics to contain it.
It reminds me of that saying, if the product is free, you are the product. But in this case, we are paying hundreds of dollars for the headphones, and we are still the product.
Precisely. You're paying for the privilege of being mined, and there's a philosophical angle here too. If you are constantly optimizing your brain, using algorithms to tweak your focus and mood, do you lose a bit of your humanity? Are we just becoming wetware plugged into a software loop?
That's a haunting thought, the idea that we might optimize ourselves out of being human. We need boredom. We need distraction. Sometimes we need to be stressed to grow. If an algorithm is constantly smoothing out the edges of our mental state, are we really living?
Or are we just being operated? That's the real risk. It's not just that they watch what you think. It's that eventually, by feeding you specific stimuli based on that data, they start to guide what you think. It's a feedback loop.
So, we're standing at the edge of a cliff here. The tech is launching. It's hitting the shelves. Is there any way to put the genie back in the bottle? Or is mental privacy officially dead?
I don't think it's dead, but it's endangered. The only way to save it is to treat neural rights as a fundamental human right. We need laws that say, my brain data is mine. It cannot be sold, it cannot be shared, and it cannot be used against me. Without that, we are just open books in a library run by corporations.
Neural rights. That's a term we're going to be hearing a lot more, I suspect. It's funny, we used to worry about people reading our diaries. Now, the diary is writing itself in real time, and the lock is broken.
And the ink never dries.
Well, that's certainly something to think about the next time you put on a pair of headphones and drift away. Are you just listening to the music, or is the music listening to you?
Just don't think about it too hard. The sensors might pick it up.
Laughs nervously. Right, we'll leave it there for today. Stay safe, and keep your thoughts to yourself, if you can.